Welcome to Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles' Life-Saving Awards ceremony. We are here to honor the outstanding life-saving actions our girl members have displayed. To begin, I would like to introduce Theresa Edy-Kiene, CEO, Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles.
Good morning, Girl Scouts, leaders, volunteers, families, and friends. I'm Theresa Edy-Kiene, CEO of Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles, and I am honored to be part of today's award ceremony. Today's recognition is like no other at Girl Scouts. Each of you exemplified courage and leadership by stepping up and stepping in to help someone in a life-threatening situation, even at your own risk. Our founder, Julia Gordon-Lowe, said, "Girl Scouting is not just knowing, but doing. Not just doing, but being. By being present, being courageous, and being brave, you exemplified what it means to be a Girl Scout, and for that, I thank you. I encourage you to continue to be bold and fearless in everything you do. You are the change makers, and I am so proud of each of you. Thank you for making a difference, and congratulations on these prestigious awards."
The first award presented is the Girl Scouts Bronze Cross. This award is given to girl members who have shown extraordinary heroism in saving a life or attempting to save a life with risk to the candidate's own life.
Hi, my name is Kaitlin Holt. I'm the choir teacher at Saugus High School, and it is my honor to announce Zoe Jacobs. Zoe was a student in my class when the horrific events of November 14th, 2019 unfolded on campus. A student who had been shot multiple times wandered into my classroom with some peers, and we huddled in my office for safety. I wish I could say that I had thought to call the police, but I was just so overwhelmed and concerned with addressing my students and the wounds of the student who had been injured. It was Zoe's resourcefulness and quick thinking that led her to calling the police for me and staying on the line, letting them know there was someone hurt in our classroom, and keeping me updated. And for that, I'm so grateful and so thankful. She's an incredible human, and I'm so happy to announce her tonight.
I'm Jessie Larmon, leader for Girl Scout Ambassador Zoe Jacobs. On the morning of November 14th, 2019, at 7:30 in the morning, Zoe was attending her early morning choir rehearsal when an active shooter opened fire in the crowded quad at Saugus High School in Santa Clarita, California. Students ran into the choir room fleeing the danger, and it was determined that one of those students had been injured by the gunfire. Keeping her calm, Zoe dialed 911 and persistently stayed on the phone until an operator answered, and she was able to provide very specific and detailed instructions guiding paramedics to the exact location where Zoe, her peers, and the injured student were hiding. Zoe shows great courage and the ability to remain calm in a tragedy without knowing whether her own life is in danger, and for this, I am proud to nominate her to receive the Bronze Cross Life-Saving Award.
There was a shooting at my high school in which 2 students were killed and 3 more were injured. At the time, I was in class, and a group of students ran into the room and told us that there had been shots fired outside. At first, I was worried that the shooter might come into our classroom next, but then everything changed when a girl announced that she had been shot twice. Then all I cared about was getting her out of that room alive. So I called 911 and told them our location and her condition while my teacher tended to her wounds. After a while, they still hadn't come, so I ended up calling multiple more times over the course of about 50 minutes while we were hiding. When the paramedics did come, they had many questions about her, and although I had never met her before, I collected a lot of information about her while we were in that room, and I told them everything they needed to know. She and I are now close friends, and I've dedicated a lot of time to fighting mental health issues and gun violence.
Hi, my name is Ashley Abdalla. I'm the person that Amira Abdalla actually rescued. She's my daughter. The events that basically happened was in April of 2020, I passed out in my room and she heard the dog barking. So she decided that she was going to come upstairs. She saw that I was not responding. So she had her brother to call her dad, and she called 911. and then proceeded to do CPR. Once I woke up, the paramedics said that she did a wonderful job, and they were actually shocked to know that she was only 12 and knew what to do in the case of an emergency. We're very thankful for Girl Scouts. She's been with me for a couple of first aid and CPR classes. So I'm surprised that she knew and remembered the skills to make sure that everything was taken care of. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and very appreciative that she saved my life.
Hello, I'm Michelle Sarrow, a volunteer from the Woodland Hills Service Unit of Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles. I have the honor to introduce you to Amira Abdalla, a 12-year-old Girl Scout from our service unit who had to call 911 and perform life-saving CPR on her mother, who was suffering from the effects of COVID-19 on April 16, 2020. The entire Woodland Hills Service Unit would like to congratulate Amira Abdalla on earning the National Girl Scout Award for Life-Saving, a Bronze Cross. Congratulations, Amira, and thank you for being a Girl Scout.
Hi, my name is Amira Abdalla, and when I heard glass break, I ran upstairs and saw my mom laying down on the floor. So I told my brother to call my dad, and then I called 911 and I started doing CPR on her. So when I saw my mom laying on the ground, I thought that I should save her, and so I started CPR until the paramedics got here. This experience impacted my life to be aware of my surroundings and to make sure everyone around me is safe.
The second award presented is the Girl Scouts Medal of Honor. This award is given to girl members who have shown extraordinary heroism in saving a life or attempting to save a life without risk to the candidate's own life.
Hi, I'm here to introduce Alexis Rosenzweig. I've had her as a scout since she was in 2nd grade. It's no surprise to me whatsoever that Lexi earned this award. Lexi is just an amazing young woman and, just one of the bravest people I know. This girl had the presence of mind to, not only make sure that her dad was well taken care of, but also that her little sister, she had the presence of mind to think in a scary situation. So congratulations, Lexi. So very proud of you. And you're one of the good ones.
Alexis was awarded the Medal of Honor for her life-saving actions when her father collapsed. She had the presence of mind to stay calm and make sure her father was turned on his side and moved anything around him to prevent any further injuries. She called 911 and was able to answer their questions calmly while waiting for the paramedics. When they arrived, she was able to relay the information necessary for them to care for her father. The paramedics, nurses, and doctor were all impressed with her composure and quick thinking. Alexis showed her true Girl Scout spirit by not only ensuring her father was being taken care of, but she also had the presence of mind to ensure her brothers and sisters were safe as well. Her family is extremely grateful and proud of her actions.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Hasenmayer, and it's my pleasure to introduce Isabella Torres from Torrance, California. I've known Bella since kindergarten and became a Girl Scout leader in middle school, and we continued together throughout high school. Bella has been a dedicated Girl Scout for 13 years, and her commitment to scouting helped to prepare her to help her community. When one day she sprang into action to save an elderly man who had collapsed on the sidewalk in her friend's neighborhood. While it was chaotic, she was calm, cool, and collected, and along with a team of 4 other people, helped this man survive cardiac arrest by clearing the scene as there were obstacles all around the patient, from a wheelchair, the man's metal walker, a dog tangled around the patient, and a family member who was very frantic at the time, understandably. She was prepared and helpful, and her calm demeanor helped the team assess the unconscious man. Her Girl Scout sisters, family, and friends are so very proud to see her earn the Girl Scout Medal of Honor. Congratulations, Bella.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Torres, and I'm here to introduce my niece, Isabella Torres. Back in October of 2018, Isabella and her friend were on their way out when they noticed that a man had collapsed on the street. So rather than do nothing, they decided to go over and try to help. And remembering what they learned through Girl Scouts, they made sure that there was nothing around the man to hurt him further. And they made sure that those around that were watching would stay calm. So they stayed with the man and also made a clear path so that the paramedics would be able to get to him quickly. So thanks to their efforts, the man was able to get some help. Isabella, I'm proud of you and congratulations on receiving this award.
So essentially what happened was me and my friend were on our way to a concert, and when we went to leave, we saw a man collapse on the sidewalk. He was unresponsive. And so there were a couple people around him already, but we decided to jump in and help. We had learned first aid and CPR from Girl Scouts, so we were able to use that to help everyone in the situation stay calm, make him accessible to the EMTs who were coming to help. We were able to move anything that could have possibly been in his way of CPR or give him CPR and just keep the situation handled and safe until the paramedics arrived.
Hello, I'm here to introduce Mia Hasenmayer of Torrance, California. My name is Michelle Hackett, and I've had the pleasure of knowing Mia since kindergarten, and I was Mia's Girl Scout leader during her high school years, during which she earned her Gold Award, which focused on increasing positive self-esteem in middle schoolers. Mia earned her Medal of Honor being given today by putting into action her Girl Scout first aid training. When seeing an elderly man collapse on a sidewalk in her neighborhood, she quickly came to his aid, called 911, and remained calm and level-headed during the incident, even while dealing with a frantic dog and a very upset spouse. She helped save a life and was a living example of the Girl Scout law, being helping and caring. I know that Mia's family and friends are very proud of her in this moment, as am I. Congratulations, Mia.
Hi, my name is Celeste Adams, and I'm a school counselor, soccer coach, and club volleyball coach. It is a privilege for me to introduce Mia Hasenmayer. It is no surprise to me that Mia has been chosen for this award simply because she exemplifies caring, kindness, and hard work daily. Mia and her friend Bella, along with a few other important witnesses, were called to action when an elderly gentleman fell in front of the house. The scene became chaotic, but Bella and Mia assessed the situation, cleared the scene, called 911, and coached the woman who was giving CPR. They remained calm in an extremely stressful situation, and they were able to help throughout the entire process. It is through years of earning the safety pins and multiple levels of first aid badges that Mia was able to act quickly, wisely, and safely. Congratulations, Mia Hasenmayer.
So Bella and I walked out the door to get in the car for a concert that we were going to that night when we saw an elderly man collapse while walking with his daughter. A bystander who had been walking her dog had begun administering CPR. We ran to go help immediately and asked if anyone had dialed 911. No one had, so we called. I handed the phone to my dad while Bella and I continued to clear the scene so it was safe to give CPR and help to keep everyone calm. The woman doing CPR was not updated on her training, so we had to direct her to do the compressions harder and faster. Within 3 compressions, the man began to moan, and shortly after that, the Torrance Fire Department arrived to transport him to the hospital for care. What's really amazing is that I just sprang into action to help. I don't remember having any specific thoughts that were going through my head. Everything happened so fast, and in my opinion, this is where all the badges, CPR trainings, first aid pins that I had earned over my Girl Scout years prepared me to help in my community. My mom, who's also one of my Girl Scout leaders, and I had always talked about a hypothetical situation that if we were together, we knew what we would need to do to help save someone's life. All the training and conversations helped prepare me to be more calm and helpful in this situation. This has made me more confident in my abilities to be able to make a difference in another emergency situation.
In June of 2019, Sierra was invited to a swimming party at a friend's house, and some of her Girl Scout friends were going to be there. One of the girls who arrived happened to be in her Girl Scout troop. we did not know that she didn't know how to swim. And when she arrived, she jumped straight into the deep end and didn't come back up. And it was absolutely terrifying to see this girl and you realize that she's not coming up as she should. So as we were, as adults, going to get the stick to pull her out, Sierra, who was already in the water, dove down and got the girl and pulled her up to the surface and started to swim with her as the girl was struggling and pushing her down to the shallow end. So it was even scarier to see this girl who was terrified and panicking, pushing my daughter down in the water, but my daughter not giving up and making sure that she got to the shallow end and made it. So it was absolutely wonderful to see my daughter at the same time doing something to save somebody else and to help someone else in her amazing way. I'm so incredibly proud of Sierra. She is amazing and so strong and so smart. She does what is right and works really hard to always do what is right. Thank you.
Hello Girl Scouts, my name is Devan Romo and I'm one of the leaders of Troop 8072. Today I'm here to talk about Sierra Hall and the bravery she showed during an incident that happened at my house over the summer. At the end of the year, we decided to throw a barbecue, and even though it was a non-related Girl Scout event, we decided to invite all the girls because they had done such hard work throughout the year, and plus they've grown up in this group together. Unbeknownst to us, though, one of our Girl Scouts did not know how to swim. She mistook the deep side of the pool for the shallow side and jumped right in. She started to panic and flail her arms. As soon as Sierra saw what was happening, without even saying anything, she jumped right in and grabbed her Girl Scout sister. Unfortunately, the other girl was panicking and almost took Sierra down with her. Luckily, Sierra was able to keep a cool head, get her to the side, and eventually pull her out of the pool. I am so proud of Sierra for how quickly she reacted in making sure that she saved the life of her Girl Scout sister. I absolutely adore this girl, and this is why she definitely deserves this award.
It was a pool party in, I believe it was May or June in like 2018. And there was this girl and she did not know how to swim. And she also did not know which side was the shallow end, which side was the deep end. So she decided to just jump into the pool. And I was already in the pool just playing around with the other girls that were there, and I noticed that she didn't come up. It wasn't a very long time that I noticed that she was struggling under the water and that she wasn't coming up. So I dove under and I grabbed her by the arm and I pushed her up, and then she started to panic a lot because when you're drowning, you start to panic because, you know, your instincts. So, so she kind of like climbed on top of my back and on my neck. And we were still in the deep end, and the pool was like 8 feet deep, so it was kind of hard to swim to the shallow end with her on my back. How has this impacted my life? Well, I still have my friend, and that's very good. That's a good impact. This also has made me more aware of water, like people in the water, and should always be mindful of others. And if someone doesn't know how to swim, you should probably tell them where the shallow and deep end was. And I was also told that not everyone would jump into, like not jump into water, but save someone's life. And I think that everyone should, if someone is drowning near you, you should help them if it's not going to hurt you. If you're also drowning, save yourself. But yeah.
Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles would like to thank both the girl recipients and their supporters for their video contributions. We could not have made this video ceremony without their assistance. In Girl Scouts, we internalize everything we learn, and when the need arises, no matter the circumstances, what we have learned comes forth in times of need. These girls certainly embody that Girl Scout spirit and acted when necessary without hesitation. As Juliet Lowe said, Scouting rises within you and inspires you to put forth your best. GSGLA is proud and grateful that these girls are Girl Scouts. Thank you for viewing this life-saving awards ceremony.